This is Michael Troy Moore. I'm a mayoral candidate for the city of Las Vegas since fall of 2018. And I'd like to bring up some things about the Las Vegas Formula One, also known as Fraud One or Fraudulent One. First off, Mayor Carolyn G. Goodman has been termed out of office as of July 2023. She is not a legitimate sitting mayor of the city of Las Vegas. However, she is currently proposing ordinances that are unconstitutional and without authority, just like the contract the city of Las Vegas entered into with the F1 for the next 10 years. The city of Las Vegas does not have jurisdiction outside the city of Las Vegas, which is the Strip. And they seem to play this game that when it's a profit for them, they pretend their jurisdiction extends past the Strip. When they want to harass somebody, they pretend their jurisdiction passes down to the Strip. When it's not in their favor, they jump back north of the Sahara line and say, well, this is the city limits here. So the contract they've entered into with Formula One is a null and void. But there's bigger problems with the Las Vegas Formula One, also known as Fraudulent One. It is like a military or paramilitary occupying force in the Las Vegas Valley. They've come in, and it's not necessarily like a national military force, it's more like a corporate military force of mercenaries with the Mayor Goodman Crime Family who have seized upon the Strip and the sidewalks and the bridges and the roads. And they've just basically said, you, and you can't be here. Pushed everybody out, made people's commutes to work 3 to 4 hours longer each day. And they're doing so on public property. And they're doing it for profit, their profit, not the people of the Las Vegas Valley. But this paramilitary force that's doing it has also conducted forced relocations of people, which is a human rights violation and a crime against humanity. You can't relocate people. If you do, it's a war crime or a crime against humanity. Then, with the way they've blocked off the sidewalks on the Strip, they've made hundreds of fire code violations and American with Disability Acts violations. And to add insult to injury, they've closed off so many things that you can't freely walk. You can't even see over the bridges. They can't do that. That's criminal. That's a RICO. That's racketeering to block off the bridges where you can't see over them in a public forum. What they're doing with the private flights into the airport is also criminal. This is like a military occupation. You, and you can't come here. You mega rich people, come on down. And they push all the poor, the working class, and the homeless, and the middle class out of the way like it's a private club. And they're doing this to humiliate you. In addition, with that union contract that is going to allow them to lay off 60% of their workforce in the next 18 months due to automation and other cutbacks. Now, another thing that gets worse is the Mayor Goodman Crime Family and the Fraud One race has no emergency plan in order. There's no crisis, there's no exit, there's no evacuation routes. They failed to do this because they put profits over public safety. And that's probably the scariest thing in all this, that their greed is putting everyone going to the race in jeopardy. If there's anything from an act of God to a crazy person to an earthquake, a flood, the people are at risk. And if they really had an evac plan or an emergency plan, it would have already been disclosed to the public. So the workers and everybody else would know what to do if an emergency happens. The problem is they didn't. I mean, even when you get on an airplane, you have that redundant 5-minute evacuation emergency thing where the lady says, in the event of a water landing, things like that. This is how you put your seatbelt on. If the mask comes down, put the mask on first before you assist somebody with you. Well, the Mayor Goodman crime family in the Fraud 1 race has failed completely. And they've really shown you how much they care about the people of Las Vegas. I may not have a snowball's chance in hell of ever being elected, but the fact that I'm defiant may get somebody who is in a better financial position to actually run and take the Goodman crime family and kick their ass out of City Hall and out of Las Vegas, send them back to Maryland where they're from, and restore the Constitution, fairness, and make Las Vegas fair for all. This is Michael Troy Moore, mayoral candidate in exile, city of Las Vegas, and president of the union, and a former entertainer in Las Vegas. And I'm just trying to express to you that it is just beyond everything I've seen in the last 2 decades with the Mayor Goodman crime family. This shows you that they are just evil and greedy, and their time is up. Get rid of them out of office. Get somebody in there. Vote for me if you like, write me in, or vote for somebody who is not corrupt. Thank you.